What's up, you two? It's your boy Kai Austin, once again. So there's a study done that 7% of black women are single, and 75% of black children born out of wedlock. Very interesting. I find that the black women that are not actually single, they're just not married, you know? Because in 017 and above, marriage is an institution that in most cases that doesn't benefit the man. It doesn't at all. Most men are scared of marriage, because I've seen men, black men, good brothers, go from living in houses to living in shelters in America. So most men who have means, most men who make 6 figures or above aren't getting married because out of fear. Because, and it's just me, I would say most black men and women, not only women, most black men and women aren't marriage material. I'll tell you why. Those of you who are millennials, meaning you're 30 to 35, the age in life there, huh? In the 80s when the CIA poured drugs in the black community, most of our parents were strippers, drug addicts, drug dealers, dope fiends. So most of us didn't come from a union where mom and dad were lovey-dovey. We didn't come from that. So the men assume it's her fault, the women assume it's his fault, and it's not. But in most cases, it's systematic, where the black man and woman are designed not to get along. Even jobs there. I've seen a lot of black men who are qualified for jobs there, but they don't get them because the white man knows that if she has the power in the household, those two won't get along at all. They won't. Now, far back to the subject about black women being single, not married, I find that the women who have prestige, who went to Spelman or Yale or Harvard, those kind of colleges, are in most cases, not all, very domineering and emasculating. Not all of them, but a large portion of them are. I've dealt with them. They're very nasty, neck popping, and I find that those are the women who are complaining. Why is it my king out the hood or get education, he gets a white girl Latino? Because you have a model how to be a mother or wife. Being a wife is not a ring you show it to your friends. It's a responsibility, a beacon. Like Therese said, are you as a woman ready to hold your man down spiritually, emotionally, and sexually? If not, then don't get married then. Same for the guys. The same exact thing. But I'll say this as well. 70% of black children being born out of wedlock is a big factor of why most black women are in poverty. Now, it's one thing if you're a single mother, which I don't condone, and you're making 6 figures. It's different. But in 017, in most cases in America, you need 2 incomes. In most cases in America, if you have a child, you need 2 incomes. Especially if you have a house. It costs 60 grand a year to maintain a household. Have a job, the garden, the bills, the water, light bills. 60 grand a year. So that means you need 2 incomes to make it. Not on that aspect. Most of these kids raised in single households, mainly the boys. They leave home, they're emotionally unbalanced, they're overly sexualized, very violent and angry. And this is why I know. What made me say, what about the women? Where the father's at? I've seen over the years, even in courts. Now, it's not a fact. This is a factor. I've seen over the years that most courts favor the woman. And I've seen many cases where the woman, to try to be in the father's life and the child's life, she constantly, she intervenes. I've seen cases in the hood where I've seen a mother had a father's child beat up in front of him several times. So they're assuming that day because we're deadbeats or insecure or lazy. That's not always the case. Some of these mothers are too hard to get along with. They are. Well, I'll say this. I'll end with this. If 70% of black women are single, no, I'll say this. And it's hurt some feelings. I find that they're not, the black women who are in court positions, you know, they're often associated with not dating a man on her level. She's usually dating somebody like Pookie, Ray Ray, John, those kind of guys. Because for some reason, he turns her on. The corporate man on her level, he's a bit dull and boring and less dominant in the bedroom. So because of that, she's procreating with those kind of guys. But he's dominant in the bedroom. He's rough and tough. He checks her. But as a result of that, he's not father material. So he runs off. Then that's when she becomes a single mother. In most cases, not all, in most cases that I've seen for the past 20 years. So sisters, I ain't blaming you at all. But you as women have to learn how to lay down and choose a man who's worthy of your womb. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, hold on my head. Excuse me a minute. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, when you educate a man, you educate a man. Educate a woman, you educate a nation. Oh God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of crazy. Anyway. I'm Kai Alston. Leave me any comments down below. Press like. Click subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. I'm lightheaded.